75 years. That's how much time you might get if you're lucky. 75 winters, 75 springs, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you really think about it, it's not a lot of time, is it? So don't throw it away. Pull yourself out of the endless race. Stop focusing on meaningless distractions that take up your days and return to what truly matters. It's time to get serious. Life is no joke. We call it life or death for a reason. I'm 54 now, and it feels like the years just vanished. When you're young, you think you've got all the time in the world. But the truth is, you don't. Time is slipping away. One of the quotes I read at the gym says, "There is no tomorrow." It's from Rocky III. No tomorrow, just today. That's all you get. Ever feel like nothing good will ever happen to you? I've been there. I don't want to just survive. I want to live. In writing stories, they say every character has an arc. Everyone begins somewhere. Something happens and their path changes. That change is called their arc. So where's mine? Where's yours? The truth is, we don't get enough time. None of us do. Time is limited and it's running out. That's why we cannot waste it. Time is everything. Everyone alive gets the exact same amount. All that exists. And what we choose to do with it makes all the difference. Set your goals high. Stop obsessing over what's wrong. Focus on what's right. Love more, hate less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make a decision today to figure it out. And I understand. If you don't be surprised when you're lying in a hospital bed at 70, 80 or 90 years old, wondering what you missed out on. Because you did miss something. You didn't do what you could have done. Maybe you lived a decent life, but that hollow feeling inside, it'll still be there. I've looked at myself in the mirror and gotten brutally honest. I call it the accountability mirror. I asked myself, what am I going to do today to change what I see looking back at me? The next 10 months are going to go by anyway, whether you're trying to change or not. You might think, I'm too overweight, or my finances are a mess, or I'm drowning in depression, or everything feels like it's falling apart. But guess what? If you make tiny changes every day, by December you could look back and realize, hey, I'm a lot better than I was back in February. Little improvements add up, but if you do nothing, by year's end you'll just be deeper in the hole. Every small step counts. Create a life that excites you. I've seen it. I live it. I don't even like to sleep because I enjoy every minute of my life. What trait do I see the most in successful people? Consistency. Nobody I know who's reached success did it without being consistent. Consistency doesn't promise success, but without it, success is impossible. Here's my last question for you. Why not now? There's never been a better time than now. This moment is the perfect time to revive your dream, give it breath, and inject it with your spirit until it catches fire and spreads across the world. Let's bring that dream to life. Right now, what could you accomplish if you stopped wasting time? If you stopped pretending and committed yourself fully to the greatest goal you can imagine? How much good could you do? Why not find out? Sometimes your strengths are your greatest flaws, and your flaws can become your greatest strengths. Me, I'm weak, but I won't accept that. I refuse to accept that I am stuck being what I am. I'm fighting. Every single day, I struggle and claw and push against those weaknesses. Some days I win, some days I lose. But I always rise again and fight harder, trying to be a little better than I was the day before. The only thing separating a dream from a goal is a timeline and accountability. Accountability is everything. You need someone, even if it's just yourself, who will check in and say, "Did you follow through by this deadline?" If not, you need someone who'll hold you responsible. Because sitting around dreaming of someday isn't enough. Someday is not on any calendar. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But someday, that doesn't exist. Start small. Take a step today, then another next week. Step by step, floor by floor. Success isn't a leap. It's a slow climb. Failure and success are both gradual. You're either building up or slowly breaking down. So stay alert. The phrase, "You only live once," is supposed to motivate us. It makes you want to live fully. But I think the truth is, you only die once. You live every day. That's why you need to treat each day like a new beginning. That's how you find fulfillment in the ordinary. People don't think about you as much as you think they do. So many people never unlock their potential because they're afraid of what others might say. I did that too. I was scared to put myself out there. But not anymore. Rome wasn't built in a day. Everyone knows that. But Rome didn't collapse in a day either. It took hundreds of years to rise, and also to crumble. That's a great reminder that success takes time, and failure can creep in slowly. So guard your mind, guard your habits, and stay committed. We become what we think about most. That's the secret. This is why thinking clearly and setting goals matters so much. People who set goals achieve them because they become them. The problem isn't in achieving goals, it's in setting them in the first place. So think for yourself. If you follow the crowd, you'll end up with regrets. And as far as we know, there are no second chances. You can't go back. So live with purpose. Set your own direction. Help others along the way. Serve them, support them, because your success depends on it. Some days, you just wake up feeling good. Embrace that. Why waste your life on sadness when you can choose joy? I want to motivate others. I can't sit around grieving over what's gone wrong or what I can't do. At some point, everything falls apart. And when that moment comes, you'll either give up or get to work. That's the decision. Start where you are. Solve one problem, then another, then another. Keep going. If you solve enough problems, you get to make it home. Time is ticking. And as that number gets smaller, the value of the present grows. Right now is incredible. Don't reach the end of your life wondering why you never unlocked your full potential. If 75% of your soul is still caged inside you, that's on you. You didn't search deep enough. You didn't dig into your will, your spirit, your grit, your drive. It's scary to wake up and admit you're not where you want to be. It's even scarier to admit you don't know how to fix it. But the only real fear should be never becoming what you could have been. Never starting. Always stopping too soon. That's what leaves you looking back one day, whispering, "I could have been great." No amount of money can buy a second of time. Life speeds by. If you don't pause and look around, you'll miss it. The sun doesn't stop for anyone. It rises every morning, no matter how you feel. And the moon still shows up at night. The days will pass whether you use them or not. So stop letting time slide by. Accept your mistakes. Learn from them. Then move forward. People wait for perfect timing. But starting is the perfect time. Life isn't just a countdown of seconds. Life is a collection of experiences, their frequency and intensity. That's how you make life rich, by filling it with meaningful moments. Right now, you're the new version of you. But soon enough, you'll be the old you, and someone else will replace you. That's reality. Time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's version of life. Don't get stuck in someone else's beliefs. Tune out the noise. Listen to your heart. Trust your instincts. They already know who you're meant to be. Everything else is secondary, so again, don't waste your life. You have no idea what you're capable of. What if you found out you only had 6 months to live? What would you stop doing? What would you do more of? Who would you spend time with? Your answer reveals your true values. Happiness and self-worth come from living in alignment with your deepest priorities. So starting tomorrow, what will you do to shift your life's direction? If you do nothing, nothing changes. The next 5 years will look just like the last 5, unless you change something. Could be something big, could be something small. But even one shift could change everything. You can change your life anytime you choose. But if you don't change, then nothing around you will either. When I was 25, someone said something I've remembered for decades. He told me, if you will change, everything will change for you. If you improve, everything around you improves. Goethe was right. He said, adjust your mindset, create better habits, learn new lessons, turn the page on the past and aim for something new. If you change, your world will change. Of course, you have talent. You can be anything you want. A baseball player, an artist, an entrepreneur. But talent alone isn't enough. If you don't do what's right, nothing happens. But when you do right, great things happen. A friend of mine who trained Olympic athletes once said, champions are broken people. People look at them and ask, what do they have that I don't? But it's not what they have, it's what they lack. They don't have an off switch. They just keep going. You don't have to feel motivated every day. You just have to keep moving forward. The emotions pass, but the progress remains. Sleep late, wake early, hustle hard. You won't burn out by working hard for a short time. You're doing what it takes. The best conversation you'll ever have is with yourself. You wake up with it, walk around with it, fall asleep with it. Eventually, you'll act on it, for better or worse. Look in the mirror and realize there's more inside you. I could have been stuck spraying bugs, 300 pounds, stuck forever. But